As for the other quarterback in this matchup, Justin Fields. Justin Fields, the former first-round pick last year out of Ohio State. He's had his struggles this year, but this is a good passing matchup against the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are fourth in points allowed, quarterback points allowed so far this season. The Bears are implied points ahead of the Washington Commanders. 19.25 is the implied point total versus the Commanders' 18.25. Now, there's a stark difference between Justin Fields and Carson Wentz. As I mentioned, Carson Wentz has had 3 games in the top 6 of quarterbacks this season. Justin Fields has not had a game where he's finished 12th or better. So even in week 5, when he threw for 208 yards and he had 9.9 yards per pass attempt and he had a passing touchdown and 47 rushing yards, still only finished as the quarterback 13 on the week against Minnesota. He did have 21 attempts and completed 71% of his passes, but the 71% completion percentage was the highest of the season. 21 attempts. He had 22 week 4 against New York, and that was his season high. So you're not going to get the pass volume from Justin Fields. You're also not going to get, facing a Washington team that if they're not needing to push the ball, the Chicago Bears are not going to need to be pushing the ball either. So I don't think that this is going to be a game where you see Justin Fields like enter this top 10, top 12 conversation. But I also think we've seen some changes over the last few weeks. The New York Giants and Minnesota game, we've seen 20 plus attempts now for Justin Fields. Through the first 3 weeks, Fields had 17, 11, and 17 attempts. So yes, I think that this is, I don't want to move too much off of the consensus. I think quarterback 18 is the right spot for him. He's going to get between 35 and 45 rushing yards or so, maybe 55. But I don't think we see a spike week here. There's not really reason to think that he's going to be more than the quarterback 13 or 12. I think that's a ceiling for right now. And so a median for me, a pretty accurate ranking for Justin Fields would be quarterback 18 right now. And I think that's in line with the market.